You know, I was looking through this, all these videos. Yeah. And a lot of people, when they have little kids, they look at or they watch these shows. Yeah. Little Mermaid, oh, Lion King. Yeah. Looney Tunes. Yes. Winnie the Pooh. Oh, The Many Adventures. Yes. Now, a lot of little children, they really don't understand what can happen to them. See, in their lives, you watch the same show maybe 20, 30 times. Yeah. And when they're 3, 4, 5 years old, they kind of memorize the show. Yeah. And when they're little, they're really nice to be with. But what happens when they become teenagers? What happens when they menstruate? What happens when the police don't like them? See, they don't really become a problem until about 13 to 18 years old. Yes. And that's when you decided to teach them a lesson that you're in control. Yeah. Now, this authoritative kind of police department where I inform you of a crime, yes, and you decide that, well, we're not going to enforce the law, yes, and I can't make you. Now, this is a forgery, yes. And I don't know how many people have actually got a court order that has a forgery on them, yes. But I would say that every time that the signature of Heidi Lee Budnick was not her signature, yes, you are obligated to enforce my rights. But you made up this bullshit about me being crazy for knowing my wife had kidnapped my sons. Yes. Now, for every man or woman, yes, that has to use the judicial system of the United States, yeah. If you did it to me, you did it to them. Yes. Now, this idea that you're the chief of police and I have to be really nice to you because I'm a citizen of the United States. But when I inform you of a crime and you refuse to enforce the laws, at what point don't I have to be nice to those little police right now? See, we've been doing this for 4 years. For 4 years, because it's August, since you served me in the Swim Public Library, yes, every one of you decided, well, this is the way we're going to do things. Right. We're going to issue a temporary protection order. Yep. Knowing that it hadn't been within the 90 days necessary. Yes. We are not going to attempt service on the respondent. Yes. We're going to reissue a temporary protection order. We know that we can only issue it for 14 days. Yes. But we're going to do what we want to do because we're the judiciary. Now, as soon as the employees of the government get it in their minds, yes, that they can do what they want to do because they're an employee of the government, I don't only have to consider myself, I have to consider the future of all these little children right now. See, if you do it to me, you're going to do it to them. Now, instead of being an honest judiciary, yes, where you know that you can't issue a permanent protection order for 10 years, 48 days after issuing a temporary protection order, you're a corrupt judiciary that works with adults all day long, and you have absolutely no thought about what you're doing as its effect will be on the future of the United States. See, one corrupt judge says, well, I can issue this because I'm doing what's in the best interest of the women and children. Yes. And I can use a forgery to do it. I can do it without the consent or acknowledgement of the petitioner. Yes. I can do it knowing that I'm violating the civil rights of the 5 minors named. I can do this because I'm a judge. See, the problem is, as soon as you commit one crime, you will commit another, and another, and another, until 10, 15 years from now, everything you do is criminal. Now, that's the family's way of doing things. Yes. It used to be just one little crime, maybe a white lie. Oh, Now it's just an absolute, complete disregard for all the laws of the United States. You don't care about any laws. It's you do what I say because I'm an employee of the government. Now, for all of you that have ever had to sit there, and watch a children's show with a child, yes. It could be that you forget how children think. Yes. See, in their minds, they think everything you do is within the confines of the law. What they don't get to find out is until they're old enough to really upset you right now, that what you do is corrupt. And all of those years that you spent watching them, you always had the intention of destroying their lives. All you want to do is destroy the lives of American citizens. Now, where the wild things are? Ugly Dolls, Up, oh, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Wonder Park, oh, the Kid and Family movies, Now, it could be, yes, that you didn't really realize, right, that children do not like horror movies. I remember when I was about 4 or 5 years old, there was a nighttime television series called The Night Stalker. Yes. And when I was very, very young, my father asked me to watch that television show with him. Yeah. And it was very scary. Ouch. It really scared me. I had one of those nightmares. But from what I see, there are those in the monster family, little leprechauns, that thought that their payroll gave them the right to torture and terrorize American citizens. And then the more stimulating their half-breed mind was, See, I've known a few homeless individuals too, where the only thing you care about is stimulating the synapses in your minds. Yes. Now it's either the perversions of sexuality, yes, or the horrors of movies. You're very perverse in your entertainment. You no longer have the availability, yes, of watching children's shows, yes, because it doesn't stimulate your minds. So it's either sex or horror. And your thought was to virtualize the trilogy of terror. Yes. See, not only do you watch the show Satan's School for Lust, you will take it, you will virtualize it, and you'll put it in the minds of a child with the intention of causing fear. Yes. So that little child